of Education, dismantling it. I was talking to some folks over at Goodwill before I came over here today about programs that they're able to help people access where they can get training and they can use some government money. These are folks that can't afford to get training, to get a job. And the Department of Education is taking that path away from so many Americans. This includes people that are going to go into jobs like nursing. And that's just one example. You can go agency by agency and see things that this president, by the way, we kind of knew it was going to happen. He put it in Project 2025. It was in there. He said it wasn't his plan. Of course it was his plan. He lied. Oh, go figure. He lied. He lied to the American people. So we know, and we know what he's going to continue to do because it's in that document. We just have to work harder, show up every day, and shine some light on this so the American people will see what this president stands for, what he's trying to do for his rich friends and his family. No. And when we show the American people this, you know what happens? His approval rating goes down. And if we get to 2026 and he's in the situation he is in today, which I imagine it's going to actually be worse for him, we're going to win some elections.
That's right. So with that being said, Senator, what can people in this room do?
Do something. Just something. I mean, coming here is something. And this gives me a lot of hope that we get all these folks to show up, to hear from me and the mayor and Joanna. But beyond that, do something else, like volunteer on a campaign. If you can afford it, donate a little bit of money to your next congresswoman here. She needs to raise some money. This guy's a good fundraiser. She needs to have the resources to run the best campaign possible. So donate a little money to Joanna's campaign. And then figure out something else you can do to get people more involved and get them thinking about these issues and the direction our country is going in. Because I'll tell you what, I don't think we're there yet. But at some point, this gets really, really hard to fix.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that. Okay, I'm going to shift a little bit. We're going to talk about holding Republicans accountable. Oh, wait, we've already been talking about that. How about big tech? I mean, social media is running rampant. There's a lot of concerns about AI, and the energy that we'll need for that. We're supposed to, in Arizona, we have sunshine, 365 days a year. We should be leading. We're supposed to be number one in solar and renewable. And we're not, right?
Well, that's, we could have been. We were on track to be like one of the top places in the world for solar energy. Mm-hmm. And if you consider the kind of power that's been added to the grid over the last 2 or 3 years, it's been 90% solar and wind and hydroelectric. 90%. Don't clap, because now I'm going to tell you the bad news. When this president got into office, he made it exceedingly hard to permit solar and wind projects. He has this weird thing about wind and the birds. This guy cares about nobody, and suddenly he cares about birds, which is actually a made-up issue. But he has made it really hard to add these projects, to build them out when they have any kind of federal nexus, when you need a permit from the federal government. And he thinks we're going to make it up with natural gas powered plant, but he doesn't understand is to get a 2-cycle gas generator for a natural gas power plant, the backlog on those things are years. And then he starts talking about coal. He's a big fan of coal. Nobody is a big fan of coal, except Donald Trump. He wants to start adding coal power plants. I do not think that's going to, because I think the people that would actually do that would resist it. But this gets to talking about a tech, which I think you mean like AI.
Yes.
And what direction is this country going to move in with regards to artificial intelligence? So let me give you a couple thoughts on that. One is we've invested a lot of money as a nation in this already, not the federal government, but the private sector, a lot. And it's a big reason the economy is growing right now. it's also a huge opportunity. The amount that we might learn about curing disease and material science and chemistry and physics can be transformative for our country. And we need to be the leaders in this. If we're not the leaders, and if we don't set the standards, and we don't work with our allies effectively on this, China is going to be the leaders on this to our detriment. But we have to figure out the power issue, and that's a huge problem when you have this guy in the White House who doesn't understand much. He knows how to build a golf course.
But he didn't build it.
He
Someone
thinks
else
we
did.
have the world's biggest economy because of real estate developers. It's actually because of science and our investment in science.
Okay.